So this is Simon Peterless, for obvious reasons. He is a painting that my mom bought in the 90s when she was in college here. She found him at a yard sale in a rich neighborhood in Athens, and he was 50 cents for sale. She bought him, took him home, lived in her college house, and now he gets passed through all the people in my family that go to OU and lives in their college houses with them. It's become somewhat of a tradition for us, and it's really special to us. And now he's here with me in my first college apartment, and he was also in my dorm with me last year, and I love him.
It was Mom's Weekend 1999. My mom was in town, and my older sister and I, who was also a student at the time, took her to some yard sales, and we're just trying to find something fun and cheap to do. I think that I saw this painting as I was walking down the street, and it was just huge and colorful, and it was like leaning up against something, and just caught my eye as I was coming down the street because it was such a big piece. I have here my journal entry from that day, which was May 2nd, 1999. On Saturday, Mom, Kim, and I were up and at the garage sales by 9:30. It was a nice neighborhood called Oakmont. Get this, we parked at the beginning and walked for about 3 miles to various garage and yard sales. There were probably 20 or 25 sales, and it was wonderful. I found some things I really like. I got 2 skirts and some other clothes, a neat book, and a 50-cent oil on canvas painting of a naked man. Oh, the picture is absolutely perfect over the mantel in our living room, and I'm sure it will be a great addition to Roberta's and my Morris Avenue apartment next school year.
My mom was the first to have it, and with her sister, who was only a year older than her school-wise. So they had it in their apartment together when she first bought it, and then it was in my mom's apartment with one of her best friends by themselves. And then once Mom was done with it, she passed it to my kind of adopted cousin, and they're the Lawlers, so it was Sydney and Maggie, and they had it in their apartment. I think that they lived together for 1 year, and then they had it separately a couple years from each other too. And recently we've had kind of a break in people going to college for my family, and me and my cousin Julia are the ones that are kind of starting it again right now. We are both sophomores here, and then it's going to go through like the next 10 years he's going to live in a house here for all my younger cousins. He's become a tradition that I was so excited for when I was younger. As soon as I found out about Simon, I had always dreamed of putting him in my first college house. And even as a freshman, you always dream of your first apartment off campus and how homey it's gonna feel. And he's become a real staple in our living room. It gets all the younger generations excited about it, all my younger cousins. I just think of how many people are gonna come through OU and get to have him in their apartment. And it connects me to my older cousins in a similar way. And I get to share this piece of art with them and kind of bond with them in a way that we both went to OU, but this is kind of something a little more special than that and more family driven that we all got to have in our home.
When I first found Simon Peter, I definitely had no vision of its future, and the fact that it would kind of be woven in and out of women's living rooms throughout the family over the next 25 years. I guess this is like the 25th anniversary coming up of Simon Peter. So no, I had no idea or vision of this being something I would even have 25 years later.